Okay, so now we're going to do absolute value level 2. Level 2. Level 2. All right. So we're going to have the absolute value of -4 plus the absolute value of 2. Now we're going to be doing like math problems and absolute value. So here we have the absolute value of -4 plus absolute value of 2. They're individually grouped. This is one pair of absolute value. Here is a second pair of absolute value. So when they're in individual bars, you're going to drop down the number and drop down the operation sign. So you do this math problem. What is the absolute value of -4?
4.
4. Plus, what's the absolute value of 2? 2. So now that we drop these down, we no longer have any bars. Then we now do the math, that traditional math, and we all get 6, right? So this is when it's individual bars. Now, let me use the exact same numbers, but this is where kids mess up a lot. Now we're going to put them all in the same set of bars. So notice the difference on the left side, they had individual bars, and here they're together. So this is where kids mess up. So pay attention. If they're together in the same bars, you're going to do the math problem first. What's -4 plus 2? This is -2. Very good. Don't forget those rules we learned like 2 weeks ago. Now, have you taken the absolute value yet? Nope. So you're still going to be using the bars. So when they are grouped together, you're going to do the math that's inside first. Okay, I did the math inside, and now I get to take it out. What's the absolute value of -2? 2. Now look at the huge difference in answers, guys. Like here we got 6 and here we got 2. But if you look at the very beginning, we're dealing with the exact same numbers. We're dealing with a -4 and a 2. The only difference is individual bars and grouped bars. They make a huge difference.
Can you do one more?
Yeah, of course. No, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to walk away now. No, I always do a lot more. Yeah. So in math, it's like one problem, you look at it and you're like, okay, nope, didn't get it. And then we do a couple, 2, 3 more, and then slowly you'll be like, oh. Don't expect to get it right away. And if you do, fantastic. If you don't, that's perfectly normal. It's cool. We all work at a different level. But I don't need to know. You just do what you need to do. All right, we're gonna do one more. We went over that. Let's do this one and then we'll do a similar problem to that one. All right. Who is here? Let's check. Okay, here, individual bars, right? So the absolute value of -8 is 8. Drop down the plus sign. Drop down. What is the absolute value of 7? 7. So we have no more bars. So now you're going to do simple math. 8 plus 7 is 15. Box it in. You are done. Stop. All right. So individual bars. Now we're going to be doing the exact same thing with the exact same numbers. But guess what, kids? It's all in the same bars. It's all in the same bars. So that makes you do a completely different problem and setup. And like I said 3 minutes ago, kids mess this up. This is the number one thing they mess up when it comes to absolute value. So you got to pay attention. Not a good time to walk away. All right. Since it's bars, since it's all grouped together, like I said before, you're going to do the math problem first. You're not going to drop down anything. You're going to do the math problem. So what is negative 8 plus 7?
-1.
Very good, guys. Negative 1. Have I taken the absolute value yet? Nope.
No.
So we're going to drop it down. Still continue using bars. Another mistake kids do is they like put bars over here and it's like, dude, no, we're done with the bars. So here, because it's in a group, you're going to do the math. And then the very last step is to drop down the single number. You can only drop down single numbers. You can't drop them down when they're together. So what's the absolute value of negative 1? 1. Notice again the huge difference in answers. The process is so different, and all because where are your bars? Individual or grouped together? Ow. Ow, ow, ow. All right, let's do this one. Negative 3 plus absolute value of 5 and negative 3 plus 5 all in the bars. Make sure your bars are like longer. You can tell that they're bars. Sometimes kids will write them the same size and then they end up thinking, oh, it's 151. No, it's not 151. Kids. All right, try doing that. Get a head start. Don't shout out answers. Just get a head start. Get a head start.
Can we put them in the chat?
Of course,
See,
private chat is always welcome. Private chats are always welcome. Private chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Jasmine ever come in? Evan, Samantha, Denise, did you guys ever come in? I know some of you, others of you came in. I already marked you here. All right, private chat looks good. Private chat looks good. For those of you who private chatted me your answers, they look good. Dominic, do the first one again and the second one. All right, looks good. Good. All right, looks good. All right, so let's do it. All right, so here we're going to drop down this number because it's individual. When it's individual, drop it down. Ask yourself, what is the absolute value of negative 3? 3 plus, drop it down, drop down the 5. What's the absolute value of 5? Is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. That's how we got 8. Here, because it's grouped together, you're going to do the math in here. Because you're grouped together, you are going to do this part first. Negative 3 plus 5 gives you 2 in the bars. Then you're going to take it out and you get 2. Like, yes, I understand it's the same answer, but you still have to show me that you dropped it down. Okay? All right, looks good. Okay, double check. Make sure some of you did get some wrong answers in the chat, so make sure you right now are checking my screen. These are the correct answers, and this is how we do it. So please correct it. It's okay if you make mistakes. All right. Here's the assignment, the next assignment. At the end of that assignment, you're going to be taking a picture of your notebook and you're going to be submitting the picture of the problems. So you're not going to take a picture of this. Oh, wait, I'm not done yet. Sorry. I jumped the gun. I still got to teach you one more thing. Jump the gun. Okay, what if the problem looks like this? Okay, so now we're going to be talking about multiplication. Sorry, I jumped the gun. What's the absolute value of negative 4? 4 times, what's the absolute value of negative 6? 6. What's 4 times 6?
20.
24. So it works with multiplication. Okay, it also works. Now, it also works with division, which is what we learned on, when did we learn this? On Thursday with the sub, right? So here I have a division problem and it's grouped together. They're not individual bars, they're grouped together. What is negative 100 divided by 20? What's a negative divided by a positive?
Negative.
Okay, what's 100 divided by 20? 5. So a negative 100 divided by 20 is negative 5, and we're going to do the bars, take that out, and we end up with 5.